Angry Inch, and I am back with another Age of Empires 2 video. Thanks for your patience. I know it's been a little while, but we will get right back into the series between Tim and... Wait a second. It actually isn't the Viper. I'm sorry for the confusion. It's actually another Chinese player called Vivi, so my apologies to both those players. Got a little confused. I read a thread on the AOC zone saying that there was one post saying Viper, is that you? And then the next post had a bunch of ones. So I interpreted that as yes, but probably that should have been interpreted as laughter. So my apologies again for that. But it has been a great series, regardless who the players are, and we are. Oh man, it's been a while since I made this video. I think Tim is up 3-2 in the score count, if I'm correct. If you do not, I'm pretty sure Tim is up 3-2 in the score count. So we're just gonna say that, and if I'm wrong, make sure to put that down in the comments or something. So we do have a lot to talk about today. This is a very interesting map, as always. If you saw in the very beginning of the game, Vivi put a house down, but it turned out that he has a castle to start with and deleted that house right off the bat because he already has 25 population limit with the castle already down. So starting with the castle, similar to the regicide maps, but being no king. Now I had a trivia question a few games back, being which is the only NBA team team name that is also unit in Age of Empires. I accidentally forgot about the Sacramento Kings, and so there's actually two correct answers, in being the Sacramento Kings and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Also, I saw someone else put, very clever, the Golden State Warriors, but since it's not the Golden State Eagle Warriors, we'll just say that there's only two NBA teams that also have that are also units in Age of Empires. And the other trivia question I had a game back was, what is the only civilization that can get every research in the university? And that is the Koreans. Saw someone put that down there, and that's great. Don't have a trivia question for you today until I think of one. So by the end of the game, I'll have a trivia question, and I'll make one up on the fly and then give it to you guys. Even though it's a small pond, there's quite a few fish out here. Going to be great to get some boats out. A little more fish on this one too. Now I haven't gone over the civs, so let's go check that out. Early game it can be important to know your civ early game, but a lot of times it's a similar build each time. And it's a Viking matchup. So let's go check out that tech tree really quickly to give a little refresher. Great economy boost is the warships cost 20% less wood if you're going to go for the warships. It also 20% less gold too. Let's go check that out really quickly. So 20% total less gold and wood. Infantry have increased hit points, and in the Castle Age they have a total of 20% more hit points. Wheelbarrow and handcart is free for them, great bonus. Their unique technology is maybe the worst unique technology in my opinion. It allows berserks to regenerate faster, berserks not being a very good unit in my opinion. And their team bonus is docks cost 25% less wood. So they got some strong bonuses, especially their warships being less wood and gold if you're deciding to go for warships. Gonna absolutely have complete dominance over the sea because they're gonna be able to get out extra warships. Also, their infantry have increased hit points if you decide to go that way. Usually I don't see Viking wars tend to go for infantry, just because if you go look at their tech tree one last time, they have relatively good archers, and I don't know, archers usually very strong versus infantry, so a lot of players tend to go for archers with the Vikings. And that was a major blunder on my part, calling calling Tim his noob, or Vivi is calling him the Viper the last 5 games. So I apologize for that again. Kind of big deal, but I'm not going to be remaking those 5 videos. So we have 3 villagers here building a dock, and most likely just going to troll these fishing ships right here. Interesting placement where he decided to go for his wood here. Vivi decided to go for this backwood over here, quite far away. We've seen the last few games that their wood piles have been a long ways away from their town center, so going to be able to get quite a bit of harassment, especially in this spot right here. Because if you get some towers up over here, look, he's going to be very vulnerable. And same thing over here, but it's in more of a back location. But some tower, if you got towers or just some military over there, going to be very easily harassed. And walling going to be especially difficult, but getting a good castle placement here. Look at covering all this gold right here. So great castle placement, and unfortunately the castle placement not as good for Tim. Only covering 2 forage bushes, which are not very valuable. And oh, he snuck a villager across here and got a spearman out. And you can see 10% hit points. Spearman getting that 50 hit points now. So with this barracks, he might just decide to actually go for some infantry. And here's some archers. And this is the tower I'm talking about. Great play by Vivi. Going to be able to get harassment, if not now, a few more trees. And he's going to be definitely going to have to not be able to chop there unless he goes for a tower of his own here. And the galleys did come out over here, taking down these fishing ships and making this dock useless right now. We'll see if Vivi decides to go for a dock over here. Already has a galley here, maybe to protect these fishing ships and prevent the building of a dock by Vivi. And the walling has been allowing archers to get through here, and now building a little wall of his own. Not sure why. And he has had to evacuate this lumber camp, putting up 2 lumber camps that have not got their full use. So maybe a little mistake deciding to go for this forward wood pile here. And had to move all these villagers back here. So going to give Vivi quite an advantage all this time that he had to move his villagers and build new lumber camps. People were commenting on the volume of my recordings. For me, I do have to turn up the volume a little bit, like compared to other YouTube videos. So I was trying to fix that, but my microphone only records. It's at 100% microphone volume. So I don't know. There's not much else I can do unless I buy another mic, which I'm probably not going to do because. Being that this is only a hobby, not going to spend probably too much money on equipment. Also, people may think that it's easy to get good videos and good recordings, but there's so many parts that go into making a video. You have the voice recording, the video recording, the sound, and the editing and the uploading. So it's just it's a lot more work than what I expected. And my respect goes out to people that do professional videos, because maybe it's easier with professional equipment, but I know it's still a lot of work. So if someone wants to donate a mic to me, I'd be more than gladly accept that. The mic on my that's built into my computer is really loud. The problem is the audio is just terrible, and it hurts my ears. And if it hurts my ears, then I don't think we're going to be using that. So yeah, you could go back to my first couple videos and just listen to that, and then just be thankful, like you'd rather turn up the volume than have to listen to that mic. So I spent like $4 on a microphone. It's pretty cheap, but the quality is pretty good. It's just the volume is a problem. Okay, but back to the game. You can see here, I had to move all his villagers down here, but now not going to be able to get harassed, because he has done a pretty good wall up, and players going into the Castle Age, and I have not looked at the army composition, so about 20 or so archers here, and we have a similar, maybe a few more total, but some skirmishers mixed into that. I'd give the army count advantage to Tim right now. Well, we'll see exactly who gets into the Castle Age first. That's going to be a big advantage. And we got 3 villagers over here going for a dock. Already got 1 dock up over here. And now going for a watchtower to maybe protect these galleys when they're fighting. Either that or protect the docks. Upgrading to crossbowmen. Tim has not got into the Castle Age quite yet. So about 25 crossbowmen now. Some of them injured, but mostly full health. Losing 4 archers, 2 villagers, and losing 3 crossbowmen. Mainly because those galleys were able to attack 2. And look at this. Forced to move away from this lumber pile once again. And this is actually great play by Vivi right now. Going out with some warships. And make sure not to miss this. And this time building a town center. So now forced on to move on to this other wood pile. I missed Tim getting up into the Castle Age, but he is now an upgraded crossbowman. It's been relatively fair trade so far. The skirmishers have been the difference when he only had archers. But now with the crossbowman upgrade, Vivi is retreating. Able to take down 2 more villagers. And those skirmishers really paying the difference right now. And losing quite a bit of crossbowmen. 4 right there. And now running into these galleys. And, oh, not knowing the castle was there. And those crossbowmen getting picked off one by one. Wow, and big losses for Vivi right there. Vivi getting up to the war galleys, and Tim opting not to go for war galleys. Now after a big win, I mean, it looked like it was going to be quite even, and then Tim was able to trap him in his base, running him into these castles. So now he's got quite a big force here. Not sure if he's going to go attack. And yes, it looks like he's going to go for an offensive. Now I apologize if there's any continuity gaps. My computer ran out of memory, so I had to clear up some hard drive space. But now we're back into the game, and let's see what's going on here. Force for Tim of crossbowmen and skirmishers. Going to come around this left side of the map. He has not scouted that lumber camp back there, being not having the same scouting that Vivi has done. Vivi does know where the other lumber is, but being later in the game, now it's going to be hard to harass with this town center right here. But that was one thing Vivi did an excellent job harassing this lumber camp, harassing that lumber camp down in the bottom of his base, forcing him to switch 2 times the lumber camps. We got Mangonel right here, and oh, great micro by Tim, taking out the Mangonel without getting any hits. Already been injured from previous battles. Come on, let's see if he can come and find his lumber camp. Going to be able to do quite a bit of damage, as we can see right here. Extremely vulnerable, except there's been walled off a little bit. So not going to be able to simply just walk in there. Tim going up into the Imperial Age right now. And garrisoning those villagers, great job taking out 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Getting quite a few kills here in this Mangonel. Unfortunately not getting a damage, but distracting these crossbowmen, so these crossbowmen were able to attack. We got Vivi getting up into the Imperial Age slightly before Tim. Crossbowmen having 1+ range than the town center. So going to be able to harass villagers that are mining the stone right here, and these farms here, as you can see, 2 villagers going down. And yes, so Vivi has done a pretty good job placing these town centers and forcing him to attack here. And this gold mine's unprotected right now. 2 villagers going down, and here's this castle. So these mines are protected, but these could be harassed from the crossbowmen. Extremely long range, you can see right here. Let's see, only 1 less range for skirmishers. We got a town center for VV coming up. Looks like this force is going to come down. Only a few and there it is, triple kill right there. 3 crossbowmen going down. And the biggest bonus from getting into the Imperial Age is the trebuchets. Being able to attack and taking down this archery range. There's the arbalist research being done. As I mentioned earlier, Vikings have extremely good archers, even though they don't have any direct bonuses. They can get pretty much all the researches, blacksmith, archery range. So they're naturally going to be very good in the archer department. I should go ahead and turn off this fog of war now. And I did notice, because I had to do a cut, that it's not an Angry Inch video unless I forget to update the scores like more than halfway into the game. So I apologize for that. I get so focused into the game. And I do have them updated now. But usually, I mean, the game, you can kind of predict what the scores are going to be. It's kind of nice to see them. It's not, I should say, it shouldn't be the only thing, and almost getting a big hit there, but not connecting. Score's not the ultimate, but like you should be able to predict. Like Tim's got a little bit more kills, especially when he was in here, than what Vivi was able to do, losing quite a big force when he was in here. So that's why his score is up by a little bit, even though Vivi was able to get into the Imperial Age quicker. We'll see the arbalist. Yeah, arbalist done for Vivi, but the last bracer research has not been done. That'll probably be on the way. Tam up to a population capped himself. I'm not sure if these trebuchets are taking down houses. Great. And trebuchet, I mean... Oh, and I missed that. Not sure how so many... Oh, and he's just running through a complete... Wow, going down a lot. You can see a whole line of guys dying right there. Probably not the smartest move, but yeah. And these guys... He is trapped in his base, and these skirmishers are going to finish him off. No question about it. And there is just... I don't know how many died there. There might have been a mangonel that hit it, or the castle was doing exceptional amount of damage versus it. So, got to be very careful. These not very much armor for these arbalists. Trebuchet providing a route of access for these arbalists, and we'll see how effective they are. Some skirmishers have been called out. Now we got a castle coming out here. So, interesting. Maybe he's going to start building units there. Two trebuchets going down here. Did not see those trebuchets out. And he did win the trebuchet war. So, maybe got them while they're just unpacking. And we have seen quite a bit of archers, so wouldn't be surprised if we see some cavalry actually, especially everyone going so heavy into archers. And look at this, just skirmishers right now. Conscription being researched, going to increase the military production speed. Oh, quad kill right there. And another, double kill. Just love saying that. One castle and a town center to gather that stone. Yeah, and a lot of skirmishers, so I'm going to see some cavalry pretty soon in my prediction. Vikings not having very good cavalry. We can go check that out real quick. Their cavalry not very good. So you can't get paladins and no bloodlines. So, and no hussar. So not very good cavalry at all. But when you see just elite skirmishers, you gotta beg the question: why not build some? And ooh, we got a transport ship. I think that was out earlier actually. This is the following day, so my memory might not be the best of what has happened already. But yeah, it was so frustrating. I was recording the video and then I was like, ran out of memory, so I was like, oh, damn it. But now we are back, so not going to be focused on that. And I heard a trebuchet come out and garrison him in the castle, so going to be a big surprise. Vivi's just like, oh, he's just got some berserks in there, no big deal. But actually no, because no one builds berserks. Ooh, and that looked like it was going to be a big hit, but Vivi was able to move out at the last second, and about 4 there, and oh, and about 5 or 6 right there. So, and we see a cap ram here, good move. And man, too bad he doesn't have a mangonel. That would be a big, big kill right there. Here's some more cap ram coming out. And here's the berserks I was talking about. Yes, I love berserks. Come on, go get out there. Let's go see. Oh, we got another one though. Let's go, let's go. And the berserk is in action. This is what you guys have been waiting for all game, is some berserk action. And the berserk has gone down. Unfortunately, no more berserks are being created. Oh, jeez. There's those stables I was talking about. Of course, it always helps watching the video before recording on it. And we got a lot of trebuchets coming in here. We got 3 trebuchets. And going to be going for that castle. And he's going to have to deal with this pretty quickly. And oh, and a cap ram is on there. 1, 2, 3. And, oh, the triple kill. Very nice. Pretty aggressive move, putting those trebuchets without any army. But losing 3 trebuchets is not good. And only elite skirmishers, but now he's got some light cavalry to back it up. So I like this army composition. Didn't really like the movement of moving these 3 trebuchets up all at once. Light cavalry, no upgrades really been done yet, except for a little armor upgrade. Obviously, you cannot get the bloodlines. We just covered over that, and I think they can get most of the attack upgrades though. So we'll see if he decides to go for that. And he is absolutely plowing through these. He's only got skirmishers left, and some air blasts, arbalists. I'm sorry, whatever, close enough. We see right here, he's got a lot of houses, and this is going to be something that you want to keep in mind. These houses being not a lot resource dependent, but if he loses some of these houses, we can go check over here. Like right now, he's 200 population, 195 now. So, houses protecting him as a good wall, but at the same time, if he starts losing a lot of them, then it could be he's going to have to put up more houses, and a lot of times it takes a long time to do that. What are these villagers up to? One going down, and a lot of villagers coming over here with none other than a castle. Okay, probably going to come with a sneaky berserk attack. At least that would be my strategy. Right now, Vivi should go for some pikemen, because, I mean, they're another scrub unit, but at the same time, and onagers. So, there's those pikemen. Pikemen should not be, I mean, they could attack onagers, but going to want them for the light cavalry. There's a monk, and villagers over there repairing that, and we'll check over here. The castle did go up, and we got a little castle war because Tim has noticed this and put up his own castle. And now I see a trebuchet, so let's see. And there is a trebuchet on it. And more trebuchets over here, a lot actually. And these pikemen are going to be coming in. So great, we see some pikemen. Another thing, obviously they got the additional hit points and siege rams. Oh geez. So Tim getting the upgrades for his units, and Vivi is kind of playing from behind right now. Down by quite a bit in the score, about 4,000, so gonna need a big comeback here. He's losing a lot of houses, a castle going down here, and you can see right here, 155 population, and he's 30 over, 35 over now. So, I mean, losing this, I mean, I guess it didn't really matter that his houses were up here. It was almost over when he lost that fight right there, because he had so many of his buildings there. You can see right here, 140 population. He's not going to be able to build any units to fight off these guys now. And the economy is just absolutely booming for Tim. Tim is about to take in the championship because he is up 3-2, unless there's a miracle. And another castle coming up, so he now quite isn't pop locked, but gonna need to build some more houses ASAP. These trebuchets are completely absolutely destroying his base. And this castle going down, ultimately didn't see it because so much other action going on. And another trebuchet is attacking this castle. So much action in this game. I absolutely love it. And here's those trebuchets. 3 now on there, so that's definitely going down. And now he's down to 135 population with these siege rams. And wow, absolutely fantastic series by both players. My apologies for getting the names wrong in the beginning, but I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I will probably bring out Game 7 because it was just a very interesting game as well, so just go ahead and check that out. Probably have it up tomorrow, hopefully. And I'm saying this because, you know, this game is pretty much over. There would have to be an absolute blunder for this. Wait. He's got a monk with the relic and this gold. No, I'm just kidding. The gold generation bonus. So, not Viper. I apologize once again for that. Vivi resigning, and he has ultimately lost the series. Tim is a victor. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Come back tomorrow when I have up Game 7. Doesn't really matter, but just go ahead and check out that video anyways. Alright, see you guys tomorrow.